everybody will find your standing pose. Get your feet planted on the mat, shoulder width apart. Take one more breath here. And then find your stillness. Roll those shoulder blades up and back down your back. And just take a breath. And on an inhale, let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, palms together, bring it down through your chest center. Then inhale your arms up. Exhale the arms down through heart center. Inhaling them up. Exhaling to heart center. Now let's inhale those arms up and exhale to one side. And inhale them up, exhale to the other. Inhale those arms up, exhale over to one side. Inhaling them up, exhale to the other. Inhale them up, exhale over to that first side. We're gonna hold it over here and breathe. And on the next inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale to that second side, hold it over here and breathe. Take one more breath, inhaling those arms up and exhaling back down through your heart center. Now let's inhale those arms back up and exhale as we forward fold over soft knees. So keeping those knees nice and bent, let the belly drape right over the thighs. Inhale as you come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, straighten those legs, flatten the back. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees. Inhale, come halfway up. We're gonna hold it here, take a breath. Nice straight knees, nice flat back. Letting your gaze just drop down to your mat. Take one more breath and then exhale, forward fold. We're gonna inhale as we reverse swan dive. So straight legs, flat back, coming all the way back up to mountain pose. Exhaling those arms down. Let's inhale those arms up one more time. Exhale, forward fold over soft knees. Now let's plant the left hand in front of the left foot. We're gonna straighten that right leg, inhaling that right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, forward fold. Place the right hand on the mat. Straighten the left leg, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, forward fold. Switching sides, so left hand in front of left foot, right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Right hand on the floor, left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. One more time each side. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we reverse swan dive, so nice flat back, straight legs all the way up to mountain pose. Exhaling those arms down. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Soften those knees. We're gonna palm the mat and step back to plank. And exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra, releasing those hands from the mat, just use the back. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet towards our hands, coming to forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Hold it here, take a breath. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, reverse that swan dive, coming all the way back up to mountain pose. Exhaling those arms down. Let's do that again. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Palm the mat, step back to plank. And exhale down to our bellies. Inhale, come baby cobra. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet to our hands. Coming to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take a breath here. And exhale, forward fold. Then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up to mountain pose. Exhale those arms down. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Palm the mat, step back to plank. Exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Walk our feet to our hands, coming to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take a breath here. And exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale, reverse that swan dive all the way back up to mountain pose. And exhale those arms down. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Palm the mat, step back to plank. Exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Let's take a breath here. You can begin to walk your dog, stretching your calves out. Hamstrings should be nice and loose, so just warm up the calves. On an inhale, come high up on those tiptoes. Exhale, releasing those heels back down towards the mat, softening your knees, pressing the chest towards your toes. On an inhale, let's inhale that right heel up to the sky. Then exhale, bringing the knee to your nose. Inhale, right heel up to 3-point. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up to 3-point. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up to 3-point. And exhale as you bring that foot in between your hands. Keep that back knee lifted, keep the back heel lifted. Pressing through the front foot, let's inhale those arms forward and then up to crescent lunge. Take a breath here. And exhale those hands back down to the mat. Slide this right foot back to plank and exhale down to your bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath. And let's inhale that left heel up to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee to your nose. Inhale that left foot back up to 3-point. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up to 3-point. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back up to 3-point. And exhale as you bring that foot in between your hands. Back knee's lifted, back heel is lifted. Press into that left foot as you reach forward. And inhale up to crescent lunge. Take a breath. And exhale those hands down. Slide that left foot back to plank. And exhale down to your bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet back to our hands. To forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then inhale as you reverse swan dive all the way back up. And exhale those arms down. Take a breath. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Palm the mat and step back to plank. Exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And on an inhale, let's take that right heel up to the sky. Exhale as you bring that right knee to your right elbow. Inhale back up to 3-point. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up 3-point. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up, 3-point. And exhale as you bring this right foot to the outside of your right hand. Now we're gonna get nice and low into a nice runner's lunge. So keep that back knee lifted if you can. You can put it down on the ground if you'd like. But if you can, keep it lifted. Let those hips sink low. And just breathe in to this nice runner's lunge. If you'd like, you can come down to your elbows. It's wherever you're at. Take one more breath. And on your next inhale, we're going to take this right foot all the way back up to 3-point. And then exhaling down by its friend. Coming back to plank. And exhale down to your bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath. And on an inhale, let's take that left heel to the sky. Exhale as you bring the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale it back up, 3-point. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale up, 3-point. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it up, 3-point. And this time as we exhale, we're going to bring that foot to the outside of that left hand and sink down into your runner's lunge on this side. Again, you can bring that knee down if you need, but just keep the hips low. Take one more breath. And on the inhale, we're going to slide this left foot all the way back up to 3-point. Then exhale it down by its friend. Going back to plank. And exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale it down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet to our hands. Coming to forward fold. Inhale as we halfway lift, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we come halfway up. We're going to hold it here. Take a breath. And exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up to mountain pose. And exhale those arms down. Take a breath. And on an inhale, let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's palm the mat, step back to plank. And exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let's inhale that right heel up to the sky. Exhale as we bring that right knee to the opposite elbow. Then inhale all the way back up to 3-point. Exhale that knee to opposite elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale it back up. And then exhale as we bring that foot through, place it in between the hands. Now let's pivot that back heel down to the mat and windmill those arms up into warrior two. Take a breath here. Let's roll those shoulder blades down and back away from our ears. Take a breath. And exhale those hands back down to the mat, lifting that back heel. We're going to slide this foot all the way back to 3-point. And then leaving that foot elevated, we're going to exhale forward to plank. And then down to our bellies, keeping that foot nice and elevated. And as your chest lowers, you can lower your leg. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And on an inhale, let's bring that left heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale it up, 3-point. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale up, 3-point. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale up, 3-point. And exhale as you swing it through. Bringing it in between the hands. Pivot that back heel down. Inhale those arms up into warrior two on the opposite side. Take a breath here. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Take one more breath. And exhale those hands down to the mat. Lift that back heel. We're going to slide this left foot all the way back up to 3-point. Leaving that foot elevated, we're going to shift forward to plank. Leaving that foot elevated, exhaling down to our bellies. The belly touches, then the foot touches. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And walk our feet to our hands. Coming to forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hold it here, take a breath. And exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up to mountain pose. And exhale, those arms down. Good, shake it out. Come back to the top of the mat. Let's find our mountain pose again. So rock from your ball of your foot to the heel, ball of the foot to the heel. Let your breath come back to you. And then find your stillness. Just breathe. Feel that humming and that vibration through your body. All right, on an inhale, let's inhale those arms back up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Palm the mat. We're going to step back to plank. Once you find your plank, we're going to begin to shift over to the right side to side plank. Now you can bring that right knee down and pivot that foot out so you have a tripod if you'd like. Otherwise, you could stack your feet, you could stagger them. Let's find our plank on this right side. Breathing here. And let's exhale that left hand down to the mat. Rolling back over to plank and exhaling down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. We're gonna walk our feet back to our hands, coming to forward fold. We're just gonna inhale as we reverse swan dive all the way back up. Now we're gonna exhale all the way back down, palm the mat, step back to plank as we load for the other side. So step back to plank, shifting our weight over to our left hand. Again, you can use your tripod if you'd like, but let's pivot over to the plank on the left side and just breathe. Take one more breath. And on an exhale, let's come back to plank. Exhale down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. And exhale down. Inhale back up through plank or tabletop. Exhale those hips up, downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet to our hands, coming to forward fold. Again, let's just reverse swan dive all the way back up to mountain pose. And exhale those arms down. Inhale the arms up, mountain pose. And this time we're going to exhale as we just sit our bottoms down into chair pose. So the chest is lifted, hips are back. Let's inhale all the way back up, a slight back bend. And then exhale as we set our bottoms back down, chest is nice and lifted to chair pose. Let's inhale back up, a slight back bend, and then exhale to chair pose. Now here we can bring our hands to heart center. Let's take the left elbow to the right knee to revolve that chair. Just take a breath. Let's inhale all the way back up, a slight back bend. Exhale to our chair pose. Find the chair pose first. Chest is lifted, bottoms are back. Then bring your hands to the heart center. Right elbow to left knee. Take one more breath. And on an inhale, let's come forward. Reaching up nice and tall, big back bend. And exhale as we swan dive forward. Coming to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's palm the mat, step back to plank. Exhale, down to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale back up through tabletop this time. And exhale to child's pose. So you can take your knees wide, toes together. And just breathe here, really reaching towards the top of your mat. And on an inhale, come back to tabletop. Let's take our right arm parallel to the floor. And then exhale as we bring that hand underneath the left armpit for threading the needle. Take that left arm up to the top of the mat. Maybe you even walk it over to the right side of the mat to get a nice twist here. And let's slide this left hand back underneath your left shoulder. Press into the left hand as you come back. We're gonna reach that right arm all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale it down. Back to tabletop we are. Let's inhale that left arm parallel to the floor. Exhale as you thread that needle coming underneath the right shoulder. Taking that cheek and shoulder down to the mat. Lifting that right arm up towards the top of your mat. Maybe even walk it over to the left side. And breathe. Let's slide that right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Press into that right hand as we come all the way back up, reaching that left hand all the way back up to the ceiling. And exhaling it down by its friend. So now that we're in tabletop, let's run through a few cat-cows. Just dropping the belly to cow, rounding the back to cat. Inhale, drop the belly to cow. Exhale, round the back to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And come back to tabletop. We're going to move those hands slightly forward, just a smidge. We're going to curl those toes under and exhale those hips back up to downward facing dog. We're going to send that right heel back up to the sky. And we're going to exhale as we bring that foot through, or that knee through. We're going to come into pigeon on this right side. So just bring that knee to the right wrist. Bring that left foot out towards the left wrist. Slide the back leg back until you find that nice spot in your right hip. And just breathe. You can stay up on your hands. You can come down to your elbows. Just find your sweet spot. Relaxing your neck. And just breathe. Take one more breath. And if you're down on your elbows, I invite you to walk up to your hands. We're gonna curl those toes under on the back foot, lifting that back knee. We're gonna send this right foot all the way back to 3-point. So inhale it all the way back up to 3-point. Then bend that right knee and open up that hip. Inhale that foot right back up to 3-point. And exhale it down by its friend. Let's inhale that left heel up to the sky. And then exhale as we bring that knee to the wrist. Take the right foot, or the left foot to the right wrist. Coming to pigeon on this side. So back that back knee away from you so you can find that nice pull in that left hip. And breathe. Again, you can come down to your elbows. Just find your sweet spot. Relaxing your neck, relaxing your shoulders. The only work here should be right in that hip. Take one more breath. And I invite you to walk back up to your hands if you're on your elbows. And curl those back toes under, lifting that back knee. We're going to send this left foot all the way back up to 3-point. And then bend that knee, really opening up that hip. Then inhaling it back up to 3-point. Exhaling it back down by its friend. Find your downward facing dog one more time. So settling those heels towards the mat, the chest towards the toes. Take a nice big breath here. Good, let's inhale forward to tabletop. Exhale to child's pose. Let's inhale back to tabletop. We're going to come through our hands all the way down to our bellies. Now let's bend that right knee, bringing that right foot towards your bottom. Reach back with your hand, grab a hold of that foot, pulling that foot towards your bottom. We feel a nice pull on the front of your leg, the quadricep. If you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, I invite you to squeeze your bottom, squeeze your butt cheeks together. And let's release that foot and bring the opposite one up. So left one up towards your bottom. Grab a hold of that foot, pull it in. Tighten your butt cheeks if you'd like. Till you feel a nice pull on the front quadricep of the left leg. Take one more breath. Release that foot down. Go ahead and just wave your heels a little bit, just to kind of release your hips, your quads, your hamstring, your low back. Just feel it all begin to relax, shift, windshield wiper those heels. And coming back up through tabletop, I want to find ourselves in a seated position. So however you get there is up to you. All right, I'm going to take my right foot forward, left foot in just above my knee to a number 4. Keep those toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold over that straight front leg. Then inhale up. Exhale those arms down. We're going to switch sides. So bring that right foot in. Left toes pointed up to the ceiling. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling them up. And switch sides. Toes pointed north, inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale them up. Exhale and switch sides. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Switch sides. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to hold it here and breathe. So at first we're all driving our nose towards our kneecap. But now maybe we take our forehead and imagine it moving beyond our toes. So just shifting the stretch forward instead of down. Reaching that forward, that forehead forward beyond the toes. And breathing. And on an inhale, let's reach those arms up nice and high. We're going to exhale and switch sides. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold over that left leg. Again, reaching towards your kneecap first. And then lifting your gaze and imagining your forehead beyond your toes. It's just shifting the momentum forward, lengthening the hamstrings. And on the next inhale, let's inhale ourselves up. And let's bring both feet out in front of us. You can shake your legs just a little to release those hamstrings. Then find your stillness. Point all 10 toes towards the ceiling. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, you can reach towards your kneecaps first. So collapsing forward or collapsing down. And then I want you to reach your gaze up. Imagine your forehead going beyond your toes, reaching and moving forward now, lengthening those hamstrings. Take one more breath. And then slowly collapse back down towards your kneecaps and then just roll yourself back up. Good. Let's bring those feet flat on the floor. We're going to bring the left heel to the right sit bone, hip, sit bone. Let's bring that right foot in towards us. It can even be closer to the knee. If you'd like, it can go across the body. Just make sure both of your sit bones are on the floor or mat, wherever you're at. Let's inhale that left arm up to the sky. Exhale as you hug that knee towards your chest, bringing the right hand behind you, looking over that right shoulder into a nice deep twist. You're gonna feel this in your hip, all the way to your low back, maybe even in between your shoulder blades. Now inhale as you untwist. We're going to reverse this twist to the opposite side. So leaving your feet where they are, just opening up your chest to the opposite side. And release that, coming forward, bringing both feet flat on the floor. Find your sit bones, both sit bones sitting on the floor. Bring that right heel to the left sit bone. Bring that left foot in, maybe it crosses the body. Let's inhale that right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale as you hug that knee towards your chest, bring that left hand behind you, twisting over that left shoulder. On your next inhale, leave the lower body right where it's at. Just untwist that upper body to the opposite side. Opening up that chest. And bring yourself back to center. Releasing the bind in your legs, so you bring both feet flat on the floor. Place those hands behind you. I want the fingertips pointing towards your bum. Feet flat on the floor. We're going to inhale up into a reverse bridge. And then exhale those hips back down. Make any adjustments you need to make, so moving those hands or those feet. Then we're going to inhale those hips up into a reverse bridge. And exhaling them down. Let's inhale up one more time, relaxing that neck, squeezing the bottom together. Just breathing, lifting those hips. And exhaling down. Let's release the arms, roll out those wrists. We're going to inhale those arms up. Exhale as we roll back to our backs. Bringing those knees into our chest. Maybe you rock from side to side or front to back. Just massage the lower back into the mat. Let's hug the left knee into the chest. Let's take the right foot all the way out the length of the mat, getting a nice stretch on the hip flexor of the right side. And bring that right knee into the chest, hold that right knee, really pull it in, and send that left leg out the length of the mat. Really reach with your legs here, so pulling the right knee into the chest, really reaching that left leg away from the body. It's a subtle shift, but it's worth it. And let's bring that left knee back into your chest. Send that right leg out the length of the mat. Again, finding length in that leg. Let's bring the right knee in, send the left leg out. Now bring that left knee back in, give them a nice squeeze into your chest. And then let's inhale, releasing our legs back down to the mat. Let's stretch those arms up above our head, getting a full body stretch from the tips of our fingers to the tips of our toes. And then exhaling those hands down to your side. Roll those shoulder blades flat against your mat. Allow your palms to be face up, down by your sides, your feet to splay out, your hips to grow heavy. And just find your breath as you begin to check through your body, allowing everything to melt into your mat. Releasing any tension you may have in your neck and your shoulders, your throat, your cheeks, your forehead. So that the only movement that remains is your breath, the rise and the fall of your chest. With every inhale and exhale, feeling your body grow heavier and heavier until you become one with your mat. And I invite you to take 3 big breaths with me, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through your mouth, inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One more time. And when you're ready, you can roll over to your favorite side for the last little moment of self-love, self-care. And when you're ready, you can press yourself up into a nice, comfortable seated position. And together, let's take another nice, deep inhale. A nice, long, relaxing exhale as I bring my hands to heart center and I bow to you in namaste. Namaste. Thank you.